faculty members of Malaysia University of Science and Technology, and our colleagues, the PhD candidates and students of Malaysia University of Science and Technology. I call you colleagues because sooner or later you are going to be here, like me and Prof. Sal and Dr. Shahid. So for me, I don't look at you like a student. The moment you step into PhD, you're not like a student anymore. You're already getting into the fraternity of the PhD colleagues, right? So, as usual, this colloquium for you. I believe this is the second year we are doing this colloquium. If I count the number of colloquiums that we have done, maybe this is the 7th colloquium. Yeah. 8. And yes, we have about 168 PhD students with us, but what you see today may be about 60 of them. So what happened to the rest 100? Yeah. So some of them are local Malaysians who will be working, and then they'll be coming in and going out, coming in and going out. They find it difficult to get their extended leave for 4 days. Yeah? But nevertheless, the university, we have arranged, coordinated for you series of activities. Yeah? Already been scheduled for you for the 4 days, including every day we have one keynote speaker coming up and talking to you. Yeah? Every day we have one keynote speaker coming up, talking to you on the topic of interest, which may be of your topic of interest too. Yeah. So please ensure that you attend all the 4 days of the colloquium. Now, apart from that, some of them think their progress in terms of proposal defense. So I urge that you have the discipline to sit down for the session, especially those who are new, because from the PhD proposal defense, you will know what are the potential questions that will be asked. There isn't tricky question, nothing. It's pretty structured questions. So you can see that the examiners will be posing the questions, and then you can also look at your colleagues, how your colleagues are responding to it. Yeah. So for those of you who are ready for the proposal defense, my advance congrats to you. Be reminded that do not put your emotion to while you are responding to the question. You may make mistakes. Yeah. Never respond according to your emotion. Okay. Always respond using the word the study, the study, the study. Not to use the word I feel, I think, I believe. It doesn't work in PhD. Yeah. So always fall back to the word the study, yeah? Or the paper, the work will be looking into. The importance of the study will be not I think the study see how to respond. I've seen, in my experience, many of those PhD proposal defense and even Viva, sometimes students get very emotional. They feel that they've been challenged and then they want to, like, defend themselves. So don't need. The examiners are not there to deliberately or intentionally to fail you. No examiner, as far as I know, that really wants to fail the student. No way. The examiner just want to see that you have followed the process, the structure. That's all they want to see. That your work, you have followed a given process. Yeah. The write-up is well structured. Yeah. And the most important thing is the work is your work. If they happen to question you, it is just to confirm to themselves as examiner that the work was produced by you. So based on that, they'll be posing question to you. So my advice to the students who are getting yourself prepared for the proposal defense, don't be emotional, take it easy, and feel free. If you don't understand the question, please ask them to repeat the question. They will repeat the question to you. Or even if you don't understand when they pose you the question, you can ask for further clarification. Yeah. And after you giving them the feedback, and their examiners doesn't seem to be happy with you, you can ask them. You can immediately ask them, excuse me, sir, if you feel that this is not the appropriate way of doing it, would you recommend? Would you recommend something? Would you suggest something? Can I seek your advice on this? Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong in asking the examiner, can I seek your advice on this matter? Would you suggest, do you have any suggestion or how I should go about this? Yeah? Yeah? So that's how you approach, and the examiners will be very helpful to you. Yeah? I'm not too sure, but in my experience, this is what I've seen. Yeah? Examiners, I have not seen any examiners coming into the Viva session, whether the proposal or the Viva, at the back of their mind, I want to fail this student. I have not seen any examiners. Yeah? I've sat in many panel of examiners. I have not seen like that. Not at all. Yeah? So please take it as a very positive feedback. Now, for those of you who are new, just join the PhD program, welcome to the Colloquium. Yeah? If this is your first time Colloquium, I know Mr. Fu, this is your first time Colloquium. Yeah? Happy to have you on board, yeah, Mr. Fu. We are very happy. I know you carry about 30 years of experience coming from the industry. Yeah? Very experienced man from the industry, electronic industry. We are very happy to have you on board. Yeah? And look forward of how you can also add value to the university apart from being a student. Yeah? Maybe you can come in to take out 1 or 2 sessions for our master student, sharing your insights from the industry. Now, for those of you who have been in the industry for many years and the vast experience, like Govind, yourself, and so on, please always feel free to come and talk to us and see how you can add value to the university. Yeah, we welcome you. We welcome you. We are very happy to have people like you on board. Louis over there, yeah, and our friend Francis. Louis is young, but he is a businessman, very successful businessman. And then we have Mr. Francis, yeah. These are all the people who have been, yeah. And then we have Mr. Amal, yeah. Yeah. So all vast experience, please come and share. Need not necessarily you just come for the Colloquium for the 4 days. Come forward, spend extra 1 or 2 days, talk to yourself, and take some slot for us, yeah. And as we are growing our business across the board, and today we have about how many students in Nigeria? 17. 170. Okay, today we got about, we started just less than a year in Nigeria in MBA supply chain, and today we got about 70 students there. Yeah. So we are growing, and again, in other sites too, even our Myanmar, we thought it's a very low-end market. We will not be able to tap the market. It's a very premium, it's not a premium market. But now, Dr. Shaheen just came back from Myanmar, and he told me you got about 20 over students. 20 over students in Myanmar. Yeah. That's good, sounds good, yeah. And of course, our biggest population of students for PhD comes from China. We have got about 10 students here from China. And then in August, we are going to having another 25 students for PhD from China, fully sponsored by the government of China. So, as we are getting to international market, one-man show doesn't work. It's all collective efforts. We need all of you to support us through. Yeah? You wouldn't believe, last Thursday, me and Haji Karim, at his age, 71 years old, I drive him very crazily. Yeah? I took him to Ho Chi Minh. He took a flight in the morning. We reached Ho Chi Minh about 1 p.m. We delivered the talk, yeah, and 2 p.m. we left Ho Chi Minh, took a flight back and came back to Malaysia. At my age, I felt tired. What about this man, 70 years old man, but he's still energetic, he's moving, yeah? Because the only reason, because all of us, we have a common goal. We don't have individual goals. We don't have individual goals like this is my goal, that is goal. We have common goals. When we have common goals, we go the extra mile. When we don't have common goals, You'll be reluctant to go extra mile. All of us will be only measuring ourselves. So, in this university, we have common goals. We also like you to be like us, join us to have the common goal. Yeah, we want you to have the spirit of common goal. Let me share with you some recent development that has happened. Maybe one or two of you know what has transpired. The first thing is, we were talking to you about the United Nations grant, right? We've been talking to you about the United Nations grant. I think the last 4 or 5 months I've been sharing with you. I've been telling you that we are working very hard for the grant because our competitors from Taiwan, Korea, and Japan are also fighting for the grant. And finally, we sign up the 1.2 million grant to the United Nations. It was a real struggle for us to get that out. Finally, we got it. And now, officially, we can put up the signage saying that United Nations Center of Excellence for IoT Industry 4.0. We put up this word. It was just like an aspiration. The word Industry 4.0 was just an aspiration. All of us, not me, all of us, we had the aspiration, including you, some of our students, we had the aspiration, Govind. But today it's a reality. And with that 1.2 million grant, we're going to open for scholarship for PhD full-time student 2019. Full-time scholarship, 100% scholarship for students, with a little bit of allowances for them. But the requirement is they must do a PhD on IoT and Industry 4.0. Yeah, that's the requirement. So if you have any friends or colleagues, those who are interested in IoT and Industry 4.0, 2019, there will be 2 research grants given out. Yeah, fully sponsored, 40,000 Malaysian ringgit plus. So that is one, and we have not done the official. CMI, Chartered Management Institute of UK. So we have been working for the last couple of months, and finally, CMI, Chartered. News on NOAA, starting August. Level 7 from CMI. So there's a lot of work. We did the mapping of subjects to map the CMI, Chartered Management Institute UK. You know, CMI is a very highly professional body. So it was a real challenge for us to go through the mapping and to adjust the mapping of our subjects. And finally they agreed, okay, fine, now we level 7. Level is master. The level 7 CMI certification, but not for, it's not retrospective, but it's forward. We need to say August enrollment and moving forward, our students will be getting the CMI. Yeah, and we are not interested in charging the student extra money and all. We just want to make sure the student gets added value for that. So that is the CMI. Yeah. So we're happy to announce that CMI, and soon we'll be putting up the CMI charter on our university. They'll be giving us a plug, and we'll put it up that we are the center for CMI. CMI center. So we will be the center for CMI to offer the CMI level 7. Yeah. But we are trying to take this MBA with CMI also to offshore, but they're not giving us at the moment. At the moment, they only allow for MBA studying in Malaysia to get the CMI. Maybe it will take us some time, Dr. Shaheen, but we have to work on the direction to get CMI for our offshore. Because in our offshore, we have got about 180 students offshore with us. Okay. So that's the second development. Now the third development, which is in the progress, in the pipeline, that is ranking. Everyone is talking about university ranking, rating and ranking. So we also want to be inside that circle of ranking and rating. Yeah. So Dr. Akal Peter, with the guidance of Prof. Sel, yeah, and Dr. Yan and Dr. Shaheen, we are working on the QS ranking and the rating. For the rating is the star rating, whether 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, whatever star it is, let's go for the rating. Yeah? That is rating. And then we also working on the ASEAN University ranking. Okay? AUR, they call it. Not the world ranking, is already been announced. World ranking was announced, I think, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. That is a world ranking. And also the top 50 years below university ranking was done. But the ASEAN ranking is not done. The ASEAN ranking is not done yet by QS. That announcement will come up somewhere in September. They were working very hard. Hopefully, we will get into the 400 circle. If we manage to get into the 400 circle, then we come up. If not, we won't come up. But we are putting in a lot of efforts to go into that ranking. Yeah? Okay. So, as you all know, that this university, whatever money that we generate in this university, we plow it back. We put it back into the system. We put it back into the system. It's not going to any individual. We put it back into the system. So these are the things that we are doing collectively. Yeah? And for the industry 4.0, we are also working very seriously with some industry guys. And this Thursday, we got a meeting. No, this Friday, we got a meeting with Bosch. Yeah. So we got a meeting with Bosch. Bosch is spearheading the industry 4.0 for manufacturing sector. So we are starting up the first meeting with them. And hopefully Bosch can sponsor some of their, I don't know, maybe some device or tools or equipments for us for industry 4.0. Hopefully that turns out to be good. And yet, if yes, then you can also be part of the team. Yeah. And for those of you who are still thinking, contemplating on your topic of research, I strongly urge that you look into topics which are emerging. Yeah, I always tell my students that don't go and study on employee satisfaction. Then this is not the university. If you are doing a study on those kind of things, then this is not the university. You talk about customer engagement, yes. So we have to move. We have to move forward. We really have to move forward. Yeah. So please, those of you who have yet to choose the topic, please come up with a topic that is challenging. A topic that is challenging. A topic that no one has done it in Malaysia. Yeah. Go for those kind of topics. Mr. Fu, I urge you to go. And Malayan is not in yet. Yeah. So, and also our new friend from Vietnam over there. Yeah. He's also going to do his PhD in supply chain. So look for a topic that is very, very challenging. Yeah. Last week, one of the students just getting the PhD, he dropped me just 2 months he joined, and he quite good. He's an industry guy with about 25 years experience. He wrote about 4 pages and he's talking about efficiency and the effectiveness of retail distribution, large retail distribution in Malaysia. For me, the topic sounded not really, robust enough. So I told him to change the topic. Change the topic. Don't use the word effective efficiency, where people have been using for almost about 20 over years. Look for some other words. Yeah. So I gave him a nice word. A new word. I coined it for him. I said the word was speed crossing. Speed crossing throughput. Speed crossing. That means crossing over the channels. Speed crossing over the channel and measuring the throughput. Indirectly, I'm saying it's efficiency. Yeah? So throughput, you talk about resources utilization. So we have to come up with this kind of PhD is all about introducing something very new. PhD is about introducing some concept. New concept, and you test the concept. You test the concept. And that's why you go through the statistical process to see how reliable the concepts are. So I urge all those of you who are still contemplating or have not done their proposal defense, look for what. Out of all the variables, there must be at least one variable is your variable. PhD. Masters is okay. PhD, one variable must be your variable. It cannot be everything you take on literature, you put. I still remember my variable I did in 2001 when I did the PhD. My variable was scalable. That was my variable. Also, 2001, I tested my variable, scalable. Scalability. Scalability of the channels. Whether they are able to increase the volume. What is like rubber band? When you stretch, right? How much rubber band can be stretched? That's scalable. How much it can go. So that is a very interesting variable. So similarly, please work on that. I'm sure that the professors here in the university, they are always there to support you through. They are always there to support you through. And I know some of them are very serious in giving you, extending their support to you. Now, with that note, I've welcomed you. I've shared development with you. I also given you my peace of mind in terms of progressing towards your PhD. With that, I wish you all the best for the next 4 days. Please put the discipline to be seated for the sessions. I'm sure you will definitely enjoy the sessions. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Janaka, for getting this colloquium going, and Dr. Yan, to you. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Prem Kumar, for the welcoming speech. Now, I would like to invite you on stage, Ms. Noraliza, to begin.